What are your thoughts on that?
Really disappointing result. We huffed and puffed a bit today. We created our best chances when we were brave enough to play. Perhaps went a little bit forward too early. We came to try and slow the game down a little bit. Like we put a massive effort in on Saturday 2 days ago to get a first win. Went above and beyond, so I thought there'd be a few tired bodies. But ultimately, if we don't head the ball in our penalty box, we will lose football matches, and 3 free first contacts, and we've lost 3-0. They've not carved us open at any point. We have had opportunities from some good play that sliced them open. But yeah, disappointing result because we've not defended our penalty box well enough against 2 big centre forwards. So we've got to take our learning from that and get miles better at it. But when we committed to playing and a style, we did create some good opportunities. They've defended their penalty box better than us. So I think entries into the box would probably be level, if not a bit more to us. But they've scored 3 of them and we've scored none.
Say about the team being brave enough to play. Is that a confidence thing, do you think?
No, I've had my input with that today. I've probably got it a little bit wrong. We wanted to start the game by playing their half a little bit. The pitch was very lively. I thought it'd be a way for us to chunk the game up and perhaps the ball not be in play loads, so we can just get some set pieces. And perhaps I've got to take my learning from that, because when they're 3-0 up and their levels are dropped, but when we did play and we played through the centre halves and built a little bit more, we created some really good opportunities with good numbers against their back 3. So we've got to commit to our style is the big learning today. Having said that, again, like we have to, regardless of how we're playing in between the boxes, we have to defend our penalty box better, otherwise we'll lose.
And I suppose it's the worst thing possible to concede so early.
Yeah, we're a bit flat before the game, a bit quiet. Looking for some leaders now to step up. We've obviously got some senior players, but from the rest of the group, need some lads to grow a bit now and back themselves. They're good players. We showed how good we were on Saturday. We should be fearless in every game with the ability that we've got and the athleticism that we've got. But we were a little bit flat to start, and you sniff stuff a little bit, and we tried to affect it. But it's always going to be hard coming to a place like this with a team that knows how to win, especially at home. Go 1-0 down that early is going to make things difficult. So really disappointing to start the game in such a manner. But again, learn from these mistakes. Got to learn quick.
How's Lewis Carr?
His hamstring was tight. He couldn't get up to a sprint with it. So him coming out of the team for when he's not on the pitch, it does make a difference. I thought 17-year-old Hayden Cann was superb today against a really good player in Liam Hughes, who's an ex-teammate of mine. I know how much of a handful he is. But Hayden Cann's 17 years of age and did really well up against him. But yeah, losing Lewis Carr, your captain, and the quality of player that he is a big blow for any team in this league. And with him being one of our 2, maybe 3 seniors, it's probably a bigger blow for us.
Could the game have been completely different had the referee given what looked like to us a clear foul on Jack Gibson when he was through and goal?
100%, because the Jack Gibson either scores if he's not fouled, or if the referee sees that it's a red card. So the game is completely different. I'm not going to get too caught up on that one, I think, because we've not done enough to win a game of football or get close to winning a game of football. But that incident has been missed, and it shouldn't have been missed. It was pretty blatant, and perhaps would have changed the course of the game. But yeah, we've got to be better with the other stuff before we moan about referees too much.
And it's now the end of your first competitive month in charge. What's the main things you've learnt as a manager?
Learned a huge amount, more than my whole coaching career before this put together. Really, just lots I've got to get better at, lots that the group have got to get better at, and we've got to bring it together now and try and get a string of wins together. We've got a tough FA Cup fixture next week that we'll prepare for the best we can, and get everybody as fit as possible, get a strong team together to go on the road and try and get through that round. But learnt loads about myself, learning about the younger ones all the time, learning about how to manage the senior ones the best. But yeah, been a few low points in the first month, but definitely some potential and some optimism with a few of the performances, especially the 3 home games.
And you mentioned the FA Cup. Is that a nice distraction?
I think so, yeah. I think it's a competition we want to do as well as possible in, and probably a decent time for us to we can reflect on the first 6 games in the league and take our learnings from that, and then go and attack. Look, it's going to be a hard one. They're a good team. We're on the road. It's an AstroTurf that's not easy to play on, so we've got to prepare for that accordingly. But I think it'll be a welcome break from the league campaign, and we can get ourselves ready for that, and then ready to attack the league games after the FA Cup.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers.